Boom shakalaka! I have a very interesting video for all Bitcoin traders out there. You see, now that Bitcoin has passed all previous resistance, this video here, I'm going to take a look at the roadmap to $1 million Bitcoin. And also we're going to take a look at some of the things that are going to cause Bitcoin to head that way. So if you want to find out exactly what that is, stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're taking a look at the roadmap to $1 million Bitcoin. I know it sounds mind-blowing, but there's a lot happening in the landscape right now. We have Elon Musk, one of the most notable people in the world, tweeting this image right here, Bitcoin, and him trying to live a normal, productive life. And he's actually talking with Michael Saylor about how to invest billions in Bitcoin. Not only that, but with the price pullback recently, MicroStrategy has bought the dip. They bought another $650 million of Bitcoin. And you have to realize these purchases are not going to affect the Bitcoin price until later because they're over-the-counter purchases. They don't impact the order books. They don't push the price of Bitcoin up. But not only that, we have Scaramucci's Skybridge, a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund, now filing with the SEC to launch a Bitcoin fund. And guys, you have to remember, not only do we have people buying up all the supply of Bitcoin, but we also have the most massive money printing that's ever happened in the history of the United States. 25% of all the money created in the 220 plus years of the United States was created last year. This year, again, they're aiming to produce another 25%. That means half of the money supply that's ever been created in the United States was created in 2 years. You think that's going to affect the price of Bitcoin? You better believe it. So, with that, how can we know where Bitcoin is going to go? And if we do trade Bitcoin, how can we most know how to trade it? Now, before I give you the answers to that, guys, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to like it, subscribe, click the notification bell, and let's get on with things. Now, before Bitcoin had this going on, before Bitcoin was above $20,000, it was very easy to trade. I mean, there were simple patterns. We could look at past prices. They would help predict what's going on in the future. And when we did that, I mean, very clearly Bitcoin was a wedge, had to break out. Once it broke out, we could just use previous support and resistance lines to and big evens to kind of give us an idea of where Bitcoin might find resistance. But since it broke out of that wedge, Bitcoin has been on a rocket ship to the moon. And since about the end of September, it's been trading in this little pattern right here, okay? This ascending pattern has been trading, broke out from there a few days ago, but now it's just trading a little bit higher bullish trend line from there. Now, going from where we are right now, one of the best ways to find out where Bitcoin could see potential resistance, and this is like imaginary resistance, but this is resistance, is by taking a look at the Fibonacci lines. Now, in case you guys don't know what they are, the Fibonacci lines, we look at these basically from a top to a bottom or a bottom to a top. It gives us an idea of where Bitcoin might retrace. Like if we looked at the bottom here at $10,000 all the way up to the top of $20,000, when there was a pullback, boom, bounced off the 78.6 fib. And the time before that, boom, bounced off the 61.8 fib. But those aren't the only Fibonacci lines. There are also Fibonacci extensions. Now, how do we get those? Well, we actually take a look at Fibonacci numbers. And Fibonacci numbers are pretty cool because you just add up the two previous numbers before it and you get that number. So 1 plus 1 equals 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5, 3 plus 5 equals 8, 5 plus 8 equals 13, and so on. So you have a Fibonacci sequence there of numbers. But here's the cool thing. Let's start with 8. 8 divided by 13 gets 6.18. Okay, 8 divided by 21, you get 0.381. 8 divided by 34, you get 0.236. But let's start with 55. 55 divided by 8, 9, you get 0.618. 55 divided by 144, you get 0.381. 55 divided by 233, you get 0.236. So these patterns repeat themselves no matter where you start in Fibonacci numbers. And I challenge you, continue the Fibonacci pattern and try it with stuff way out there. It just gets more and more precisely accurate with those. But that only gives us the fib lines that we see here. But to do extensions, we go the other way. So we can start here at 610 and divide by 377, we get 1.618. Divide by 233, we get 2.618. Divide by 144, we get 4.236, and so on, all the way up here. And I just stopped at 46.923 for Fibonacci extensions to kind of give us an idea of what's going on with Bitcoin. Now, I took two different Fibonacci starts. So one was from the $10,000 bottom here to the top at 20,000. Another was from the $3,000 bottom way back here all the way to the top. Now, taking a look at both of these, I think is very interesting because they both give us a little bit different information, but also some very similar information. Now, to make it easier to see this, I'm going to put it on a logarithmic scale. And when we take a look at this, what areas do we have some resistance? Well, first resistance at 25,919, then 29,836. So we have 25,000, 30,000, then we have 35,000 here, then we have 45,000, then we have 50,000, and then not much until what happens is they actually start coordinating a bit. So then we have some resistance between 71 and 76,000. And then again, not for a while, then we have resistance from 113 to 116,000. Then from 181 to 182,000. I mean, look at these. These are almost identical. The 11.0.95 and the 17.941, almost identical. And then if we go up, we have between 288 and 290. And then if we go up, we have between 459 and 468. And then if we continue, 754,000, and beyond that, guys, $1 million territory. And if you take a look, it really doesn't, I mean, towards the top, there's not that much. There's a little bit of imaginary resistance before it breaks out to go up another $100,000. And we have these companies buying up all of the Bitcoin, and it's going to take a while for us to actually see that change in price happening on exchanges. We have insane amounts of money to be printed. So there's actually two effects that are impacting the price of Bitcoin going up. But I just thought this was really interesting how if we take a look at these two different fib levels, one from 10,000 to 20,000, another one from 3,000 to 20,000, how towards the end they really start to line up. So right around 110,000, right around 180,000, right around 290,000, right around 460,000, and then 754,000. I mean, it's incredible. So guys, that's it for the video today. I just think, guys, good things are coming for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. If Bitcoin starts going down, great. If it doesn't, still great. It's an awesome time to be in. I still think we are still like super early. Like, just think about it, okay? I got into Bitcoin in 2017. I don't know when you guys got in. But 2017 is like 4 years before most institutions got in. Even if you just got in now, you still got in before most institutions get in. Like, you beat Wall Street to Bitcoin. And they're all going to be eating it up, and the price is just going to continue to soar. So guys, if you did enjoy that, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.